today. Meanwhile, some folks are looking for solutions to all this mess as their neighborhoods continue to flood whenever a big rain event heads our way. Our Miranda Thomas shares their frustration tonight.
Take a look at this. High water taking over parts of the roadways throughout Baton Rouge today.
Yeah, I wish that it was just annoying, but it's depressing and it's really sad.
Every time it rains here on Park Boulevard in the Garden District of Baton Rouge, Jason Broha gets nervous.
And every time someone tells you that there's bad weather coming, you know, you start to think about, is this going to be the time that we take on water? Is this going to be another moment like today where we are literally stuck in our house for 3 hours?
He says this is the second time in less than a year that his street has flooded. You can see here a drowned car and floating objects.
Yeah, I live here down in South Baton Rouge, and it's been like this forever.
On the other hand, Lance Bowers and his wife were just stuck, not able to drive through the high water on Buchanan Street to get to their home.
And every time it gets a hard rain like this, all these streets down here in South Baton Rouge flood, especially down further in the bottom by McKinley High School, we get the worst end of the rain and the flooding.
Both of these homeowners share the same concerns and want answers from the city as to why this keeps happening.
It's nothing that we can do about it, but we're just trying to get city parish out here to see what they can do about the drainage system.
But what we saw today is what you're going to see anytime you get this much rain in a short amount of time.
Mark Armstrong with the city parish realizes flooding is not an easy fix, but says the city is currently working on several projects to address these ongoing issues.
The design standards for the drainage there was designed for 10-year events, which is way outdated. And so there's a lot of work we still have to do. We've done significant work over the past 18 months.
Until then, folks like Broha remain worried every time heavy rain comes through the capital city.
And it becomes a stressful situation. You know, when we first bought this house, it was such an exciting moment. This house is beautiful. It's over 100 years old, and it's one of the best neighborhoods in Baton Rouge.
In Baton Rouge, Miranda Thomas, WAFB 9 News.
Miranda, thank you. Parts of Livingston Parish also got hammered by all this rain today. This is from Heath Lytle in Eastover Estates in Denham Springs. You can see those people got out their four-wheeler to make it through all this high water. You got to do what you got to do in these situations for sure. These are pictures from the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office from earlier. Officials say there are multiple reports of cars that are flooded. They are urging folks to stay alert through the rest of the evening. There are still some road closures throughout our area because of the high water. Officials expect one problem spot, Burbank and Nicholson, to remain closed until sometime tomorrow at least due to that high water there. So heads up for LSU students traveling to class tomorrow. The mayor's office does have more concerns going into later this week with the creeks and the bayous. We'll continue to monitor the latest from the city parish on those road closures, and we'll update this story on our 9 News app. Across the river, Lukeville Elementary School in Brewley will be closed tomorrow for students after high water apparently got into a classroom there. However, teachers and staff are expected to report to work as normal. Classes should resume for students on Tuesday. We will keep you updated on the forecast throughout this hour-long newscast, but you can always stay informed by downloading our WAFB First Alert weather app. Just search WAFB in your phone's app store. Louisiana State Police